Glam Girlies, you want to see how I get today's very purple glam inspired look using ColourPop and the new Toy Story palette from ColourPop? Then stay tuned. Welcome to the Daily Beauty Story. My name is Amanda Hall. I'm 55 years old. I have extremely dry skin. I have lots of fine lines and some deeper wrinkling. I have a cool olive undertone and deep set eyes, and I love to play with makeup. I share mostly daily how I am applying the makeup that I'm trying, whether they're new releases or new to me, giving first impressions, telling you my thoughts. Some days I create looks that I absolutely 100% love, and then the other days, maybe not so much. So really it is about, for me, having a place where I can share where some of the products that you might be interested in working on a daily basis for us women who are of a certain age and have certain issues that need to be addressed for mature skin. So I believe in the power of a story, so let's go ahead and create today's beauty story. Well, good morning, my glam girlies. Can you believe it is Thursday? Whew. I'm leaving town tomorrow to go to a conference a couple hours away that I'm super excited about. Today we are going to be mostly ColourPop. I picked it up. It's not my normal wheelhouse of colors, but I just love ColourPop. And so I picked up the Toy Story eyeshadow palette. I have a new color in the Balm that hopefully is going to be a little bit more my shade or function a little bit better for me. I've got my Holy Grail contour stick from them. I got the blush. I got in a new color of the concealer. I'm back using the Morphe. I want to try the new Shimmer So Juicy, so we're going to give that a try. So we got mostly ColourPop going on here, at least with the base and the eyes, and let's get to it. All right, so I have used this Pretty Fresh ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer, mouthful, in a different color, and I picked up the light, I believe this is light 33C. So this is a cool tone. This is pretty light. I'm a little worried it might be a little too light. I even picked up the lighter color of this. But I wanted to give this another go with a fresh, unused, the lovely joys of being 55 and losing your train of thought. I just wanted to give this a try again and see if it really should stay Holy Grail status. I mean, I've tried some foundations recently that I was like, oh no, these can't stay. So just kind of going back through my personal stash, figuring out what I'm liking, what I don't like. But we are going to give this a go today. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in light 33C, and I can tell this is going to be really light, but I'm not super mad at it. I do probably need to get a little bit of a darker color, which is okay. This is how I learn. You know, sometimes it's really, I don't know if you find the same challenge, but I do find sometimes that it does get hard to tell online, and I get nervous because I probably should be more of a medium undertone or a medium tone, but I get afraid that it's going to be too dark. And so I way underestimate the tone, my color undertone, not my undertone, but my color of my skin, whether it's a medium or a light or a fair. And I tend to go more light when sometimes I think I should go a little more towards medium. So that's just how I roll. But you can see, I mean, it does definitely brighten. Yeah. So, okay. but I am going to put the Morphe on top of that because I'm excited about that. Let's see here. All right. So I did pick up, so hard online to see, and they don't list this as a cool or a warm. Like this, they say C, which is cool. I wish they would do that with this. I did pick up number 13, medium dark. I think this is going to be this might be a little bit too dark, but we're going to give it a try. I just thought on the app or on the website, this is what it looked like the most, would be the most towards, yeah, see, this is really yellow. So, but who knows, maybe once we get this blended in. I have shared recently that I'm trying to stay away from putting a lot of product around my chin and mouth area because that's where I have the deepest wrinkling. And so I try to stay away from there and use less product on there. This is my Sigma brush. Okay, well, that's not looking too bad. It is a little bit warmer than I had thought. So I hope that they do that. I hope that they will mark whether they're cool or not. This one just looked like it might be the best for me. When I was looking on the, the models, hand swatches, and I would never expect to be a medium dark, but who knows? Maybe I am, and I just don't want it. I just misjudged that a lot. So, okay, well, I am not extremely frustrated or mad at that. All right. Let's see now. Let's go in with contour, and I'm using the contour, or what they call the bronze stick. This is definitely not a bronzer color. They do have more bronzer colors, but this is definitely a contour color, and this is in the color Laguna Beach. I love this color. It is perfection for cool tones to give that contour and chiseled look, which I just love. I have shared the one thing that I am insecure about on my face is my nose. And I have this kind of little dip here that I like to play with putting back. So I put the contour here so that it looks a little more pushed back and that isn't as noticeable. If you have some sagging jowl areas, running a contour along your jawline will kind of push those back and hide them a little bit. So I love what a contour can do to just fix some places that might be a little more on the challenging side for us ladies as we mature. Sometimes I wish we didn't mature, I love the saying, the youth is wasted on the young, right? Because as we get older and we live life and we have experiences, we're like, can we have bodies that function like we did in our youth? And we know the things that we know now. Yeah, please. Yeah, but that's not what God intended. That's not what I should say. That's not what happened when Adam and Eve fell in the garden. We got into a sinful world. Our bodies would not be eternal. And so, yeah, we get to deal with that. We get the pleasure of dealing with that. So, man, I just wish our bodies wouldn't fail us as we get older. This is the ColourPop liquid blush. And this is in the color IKTR. I know that's some sort of saying, ColourPop is, more traditionally a younger brand, but I just love how good their products are. So This old girl uses them. So I'm going to use this. It is pretty pigmented. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand so you can see the color. And then I traditionally will put my blush brush in it, manipulate it around on my hand so that I get a good distribution on the brush, and then go ahead and apply. And this is a really pretty color. You know, this is one that's definitely in. I figured, oh, I'm going to try some ColourPop stuff. I'll bring out some of my holy grail, you know, things that are from ColourPop in my personal collection. I actually don't have, oh, I guess I do have a highlighter. Let me grab that. While we're, you know, there's a reason I kind of go up on the temples just to kind of, you know, blend this color around. I go over my nose just to kind of, you know, pull the whole look together. So let me just grab my really, Amanda, my highlighter. Takes me a while to figure out the words here. So this is their light stick, and I have it in the color Glazy. I've used this before, I believe. It is pretty, I'm just gonna rub this here, and then we'll just tap it on because it is pretty pigmented. But we'll get that on here and just leaves a nice little glow. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. So we're going to use, we're using mostly ColourPop as the base. I'm a little excited, a little nervous, you know, all to get you. They had this right in the checkout line. I grabbed it. I'm like, what the heck? Might as well just give it a go. It was sitting right there, and had it been like in the main store, I probably wouldn't have grabbed it. But you know, they always get you in the checkout line. Candy, whatever it is, they always get you in the checkout line. All right, well, let's get eyebrows on. That's what I need to do next. And I am going to use the e.l.f. Holy Strokes. And where did I put the other one? There it is. And I'm going to use the NYX brow pencil in Cool Ash Brown. So this is the combination I'm going to use today. Get this on. Oh my gosh, you guys. I watched another Netflix series. What a trip. You know, I'm kind of a like true crime. I like murder mysteries. Like that's kind of my thing that I like. You know, I listen to true crime podcasts, and I just, you know, I think it's interesting. And I know that's probably a little weird, but I really do enjoy it. So there was this, I don't know about you guys, but oh gosh, when did that series come out? Maybe the late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. Adrian Graneri, I believe is his name. He was the star of the show Entourage on HBO, about a bunch of young actors and living in Hollywood. Had Jeremy Piven in it. So I was a big fan of the show back then. And so there was this show on Netflix. I don't know how long it's been out. I don't remember what the date said, but it's called Clickbait. It's like 8 episodes, and it is fascinating, and it takes twists and turns that you don't expect. Like you go through a couple episodes going, okay, yeah. And then you find, oh yeah, I don't want to give it away because it's that good. So if you got time, I've been watching it over the last few days, probably last four days. I think I tried to watch it like 2 episodes, like one at lunch and one at night. And wow, so good. So good. If you like the twists and turns, so good. So that's a show that I've been watching recently, actually just finished. And I think I'm going to start, there's a new one called The Resident. I think it has to do with a murder at the White House of one of the staff. And it looks very funny and smart. I think it's actually done by Shonda Rhimes, if I remember correctly, but maybe not. And she's the one that's done Bridgerton, and she's done Grey's Anatomy, and she's done like a massive number of shows. And so, yeah. So I think that's my next watch. Did any of you guys see the, there was a thriller, I kind of am starting to see it pop up on social media. It was called, it's called Adolescence or something. It was about a young teen who was accused of murdering a girl. It seems to be it's a psychological kind of, not a violent thriller, just a thriller, you know. So that was interesting. It was a little slow and hard at times, but it was interesting. Not would be something I would highly recommend, like this clickbait. I was just like, wow. Or like The Pit. Oh my gosh. That was the show on Thursday's ending was like, oh my gosh. I'd rather binge. I'd rather have it all be done and just watch the show as it was, you know. And then I'd be mad because I have to wait for the next season. But I'd like to at least be mad that I have to wait till the next season than be frustrated that I'm waiting for the next episode to drop and it's killing me. So I think they actually the season must be ending soon because I think they released the last episode on Tuesday night. I just haven't watched it yet. At least that's what my daughter said. That's like the show we've been watching and talking about. So I don't know if it's for sure got dropped on Tuesday, but that's kind of what she said. All right, so I think it is time to move on to eyeshadow. All right, let's break it open. We're gonna go into the ColourPop Toy Story Disney Pixar Toy Story eyeshadow palette. So here it is. We've got some really interesting colors. Looks like we got quite a bit of shimmer in here. Got Cowgirl. I think I've only seen Toy Story 1. Isn't that crazy? I think there's 4, and I've only seen the first one. That might be a Saturday fun movie to watch. But I just think their packaging is so cute sometimes. I mean, it's so pretty, you know. If you're a big Disney fan, they do Disney releases. They do lots of different collabs, which I like. They do creator collabs. They do Disney collabs. They do, like, they've done Harry Potter. They've done what's the Pokemon. They've done, you know, Bratz. They've done Wink. They've done all sorts of different collabs. So here we go. Let's open this. Oh, look how cute. It's got all the little characters up there at the top. Those colors. Interesting. Well, we're going to play. So, you know, I'm going to start with comfort. So, you know, where do you think I'm starting? Yeah, you're right. I'm going into the purples. So we're probably going to start, let's see here. This is where I have to break out the glasses. Since we're going to go in my brow bone area with Since 95, which is this color right here. So we're going to go with that. And we'll start this puppy off. And I mean, that Super Shock of that looks amazing. I can't wait to get that on. So let's see here. Get this up here on this brow bone. Okay, that's a little bit warmer than I expected. I thought, well, I guess it does kind of look warm here. I thought it might be a little cooler in tone, but it's definitely a little bit warmer in tone, which is okay. We're just using this to get us a base started. So I'll get this on. The toys are here is what the inside of the palette says. I thought they had some great stars in it. You know, the voices of some great stars when they released the first movie. I wonder if it, since it says, I mean, it might have released in 95. I'm trying to think. My kids, you know, that sounds about right. Wow. Whew, that French, that's been around for a long time. I think since 95. So 2005, 20 years. Wow. Well, longer than that. Hello, Amanda. Yeah, 30 years. Holy cow. Math was not my subject. Math has never been my subject. So 30 years. Yeah, because my kids were born in 90 and 91. February of 90 and September of 91. So yeah, 30 years. Oh my God, I'm old. I'm old. Old lady. Okay, let's see here. Let's go in. I know this purple is a shimmer, but we're just gonna go for it. Let's go in with Falling with Style. Ooh, I love the name of that. Falling with Style, which is this purple. I would say that this is a very playful palette. This is not going to give you, I would say we could probably get one like color cohesive look with a great mix of mattes and shimmers. But otherwise, this is a little more of their a little more disjointed palette than normal. The normal ones I like to pick up. But we will see. And I don't mind putting shimmer on my outer area. Just gives me more sparkle to play with. And I love me my sparkle. I love me my sparkle. So, and I use the darker color in my crease area. Just helps kind of push back my even deeper set eyes. No sense in, you know, trying to make them anything but what they are. That's a really pretty color though. Really pretty purple color. Now I kind of have that song stuck in my head. Other Than Me by Gavin DeGraw. I won't sing it for you, but if you take a listen to it, that's what the song is kind of going through my head. I don't want to be anybody other than me. And that's a good thing to think about, you know. We are who we are. And, you know, I am a big believer and we should always be growing and getting better. You know, I sat stagnant for years, just living in bitterness and anger and frustration and, you know, blaming others and, you know, why, you know, my life better, you know, why do I feel so sad, depressed, why, you know, why is, you know, it's other people's fault. I lived kind of in that mentality for a long time and I was stuck in that for a long time. And then moving here and coming to this place and, you know, really, I had faith before and I was working in ministry and I was doing things in the church but I was still harboring all that stuff. I could talk a good game. I wasn't necessarily applying what I was talking about specifically to my heart and to my life. And so it wasn't until I got here that I really started owning my own stuff. Areas where I failed people, where I failed myself, and really taking a look at why was I holding on to all this unforgiveness, bitterness, harboring this stuff. It wasn't doing anybody any good. Definitely wasn't doing me any good. And it wasn't value to my relationships with people. So I literally spent almost 6 months isolated and alone, just me and God and my Bible and my journal. And wow, the healing that has taken place, the joy that I have now, even in the midst of some really tough stuff going on, I still can see joy. I still do not, I mean, I do sometimes circle the drain a little bit. I was gone for a little while there, some rough stuff going on, but that would have taken me years to get out of. Less than a week to kind of like, okay, circle myself back up, pick myself back up and say, okay, we're just got to move forward. Life is too short. And the Lord has just really done a work on me. And I'm so thankful and grateful. And I'm so thankful for the people he has placed in my life to help me, that I can talk to, that I get the privilege of calling friend. All right. So this pink is called Going Ham. So I'm going to put that down as the base. And then obviously we're going to go over it with this. I probably actually will use this in, because this is a really bright white matte. I don't think I'm going to use this in the upper brow or the brow bone or the inner corner, but I am going to probably just use this pink too. But I want to lay this down as kind of a base because I'm just going to hopefully do 2/3 of the eye in that. We'll see. So, oh, that's a pretty color. Now, if you don't want to go like super shocky, like I'm going to go with the heavy glitter, this is a really pretty pink color. You could stop here, but I am that glam girl that won't stop here. That's just me. I won't stop. Actually, I think I need to do, since we're doing this very glam purple look out of this palette, I think that I will make it glam and do some lower lash color, probably with that dark purple. Why not? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Blast Off, which is this purple here. And I'm just going to place this in the, this is one of their Super Shocks. Ooh, we'll focus in on that. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to go kind of out here. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. And that was just a light tap into that. Oh, wow. Oh, ColourPop. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful, beautiful shade. I hope they put that in a single, Super Shock shade that you can buy. Oh, God, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Officially, I am in love with this color. Blast off, baby. Yeah, let's do it. Let's blast off. Yes, yes, and yes. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. You glam girlies, you are going to love that color. Now, would I say spend $24 for one color? Now, I am kind of liking these other purple colors. Still don't know that I'd spend $24 to just get these purple colors, but we're going to play with some more looks out of here. So I will have my thoughts for you and whether I would continue. Actually, let's go ahead and do the lower lash line. As I drop everything here, I'm just going to go in with my brush and just do it on the tip here. And just get this lower lash line area. Now, I understand why people will do their eyeshadow first. One, fallout. Two, you can get a little more of a precision look because you can use, you know, makeup wipes or whatever to crisp this area up. But I am just going to, I just like doing it last. I like to get the base down, kind of give me a little bit of an idea. I am going to use my Nikki LaRose brush, and we will kind of darken up this outer corner area just to give this a little bit more. I'm just going to use regular mascara today. I'm just going to go back to my Lash Princess combination. But let's go ahead and just kind of deepen this up a little bit on the outer corner. And yeah. So, I mean, these purples are beautiful. And yeah, definitely right up my alley for sure. For sure. Just so pretty. So pretty. All right, let's go in with my pencil brush and we're going to just go back into going ham. It's so funny. The pink color there. Do that up in the brow bone area. Oops, I think I got a little bit too much up there. But we definitely are going for it. And we'll do this here in the inner corner as well. And just to kind of carry this all the way through. Oh my gosh, it's so lovely. Oh, do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? No. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? All right. I don't think I'm going anywhere today. But I'm going to put the tip of this in that purple color. Blast off. And I'm just going to do this right here in the inner corner. Just right here. Not quite the impact I thought it would have, but yeah. Love, love, love. Okay, well, the purples are really pretty in that palette. Let's go ahead and give my eyelashes a curl and get my mascara on. So I'm excited to try these, this So Juicy click sticks or whatever they're called. They're just their click stick. I don't know what their official name is for it. I really didn't get too heavily involved in the click up lips. But I like the So Juicy line. And so I figured, oh, I'll give the shimmers a try. I'm trying to think. Let me see. I don't have any click sticks over in what I have kept of things that I have tried. So click sticks aren't like my thing. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and this is the Essence Primer. And I did, when I was at the Ulta the other day, pick up another one of these and another Lash Princess. I think right now they're having their spring haul event. And so they're different, more of their drugstore stuff is on sale during this time, which is obviously more up my alley. I'm not a big high-end girl. So I just prefer to stick in the drugstore area. I know that limits me a little bit. If I'm going to try a higher end brand, usually it's going to be Eyeshadow because that's what I am most passionate about when it comes to my makeup, are the eyes. And so I would spend more on an eyeshadow palette. That's traditionally what I will invest in when I am doing that type of thing. And really, you're better off, oh, here's my Awala for today. You're better off if there's a high-end brand that you really love, subscribing to their email list and getting their discounts that way. The only disadvantage to that, if you're an Ulta, you know, points getter or a Sephora points getter, is that, you know, there may be higher shipping costs, or you have to spend more to get free shipping. So that's only kind of the disadvantage there, but sometimes their sales are way better than even if you are a Rouge, the highest level at Sephora, you know, the sales that high-end brands have specifically directly through their websites are better than you would get even as a Rouge at 20% off most of the time. There are a few higher-end brands that might not be the case. You know, some like designer high-end brands, but for the most part, if you buy off their website, you're more likely to get a better, higher percentage off when they run their promotions. So you just have to see what high-end stuff you may like and just keep an eye on when they're running sales. I know sometimes like around Christmas, you know, as the Black Fridays, as we start to roll towards the end of the year, or October timeframe, they start releasing what they're going to have as Black Friday specials. And that is definitely a time that you're probably going to get the most bang for your buck when it comes to high-end makeup. When they offer either special new releases or they offer combo packs and you get a really good percentage off. So I would definitely recommend getting on your favorite high-end makeup brands email list. That's how I would do that. So that's how I would roll. That's just me though. I just want to get the best bang for my buck, which is one of the reasons I love drugstore and trying drugstore makeup so much, is because most of the time, you know, although, you know, with prices going up so much in the makeup industry, some of the drugstore prices are starting to get towards some of the lower end, high end stuff, like the Sephora brand LYS. Like they're a more reasonably priced brand at Sephora, and you know, some of their products are the same price as some of L'Oreal, Maybelline, you know, so that is, you know, that is one way that drugstore is starting to creep up in the price department. But you know, like ColourPop, their prices have increased, but they're not so dramatically. e.l.f., some of those more affordable brands, they've upped their prices, but not so much that they've gotten out of control, and more towards high-end, like the bigger brands, L'Oreal, Maybelline. Of course, they all have, well, we know L'Oreal has, you know, more expensive products under their umbrella. So I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. Lancome, I think, is under them. You know, so some of the more expensive, bigger retailers have multiple makeup lines underneath them. And so that's where they go. Oh, I forgot to put the Morphe underneath my eyes. We'll just skip it today. Maybe we'll try that tomorrow with the look that I take to go on the road. So let's get the lips on. But I'm pretty excited about how this glam look came together. Again, this is just my everyday glam look. You know, I may absolutely be going nowhere today, but I'm still gonna get up, do my makeup, and put on eyes. Just how I roll. Okay, so this is the So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm. And let's see what this says. A 3-in-1 lip balm, gloss and plumper that helps hydrate and visibly plump lips with a glossy finish. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, peptides, ginger, and curcuma butter. How to use ClickUp for a desired amount. Pen does not retract, which is nice. They put that warning on there. Swipe on once for a sheer color or layer for more intensity. And I picked up the color Girly Pop. How cool is that, my glam girlies, that I picked up Girly Pop. I also picked up another color, which is Love. But it's a darker color. So I liked the way that the little ones, do I still have it out here? I don't. The problem is the doe foot is so big on it that when you pull it out, you lose product. It can go everywhere. So it's one of the reasons I wanted to try this. And because it is in a shimmer, which y'all know I just love. So I'm going to use the same pencil I used yesterday, or the last couple days, which is the LA Girl in Blushing. And we'll just go ahead and get this on. And I just, I almost think this might replace mauve, which I have been using on the regular. I just like that it's a little brighter. Mauve is definitely more my skin tone color, my lip color. I think this gives a little more drama, a little more, splash of color, which I like. And so I just think that this will be, I think this is quickly moving up the face department. So that's that. Let's get this up. I'm only gonna, look at this clicking. Okay, so about that high. So not very much up above the lip. But let's get this. Oh, wow, look at that shimmer. I don't think I need to do any more. Wow, that's some shimmer. Whew. Okay, Girly Pop. Is that what that is? Girly Pop. Oh, you pop, girl. Oh my goodness. Wow. Woo. Oh, good. Wow. We are looking good, ladies. We are bringing on the sparkle. So here is the final look for today. Wow. Okay. ColourPop bringing it today. I actually think that this balm might be closer to my skin color than I realized. This is the 13 medium dark, which I would never have expected. I used my ColourPop collection of face stuff that are in my personal collection that I love. Let me give you my first impressions. Very, very pretty purple look. That blast off color, yes, please put this in a single shadow. Because I would pull that out. I mean, I think this purple look is just glam as all get out and is just right up my alley. We are going to play with these other colors. I'm a little nervous about this red, honestly. Don't know if I will even try a look with it. But I'm definitely going to do a brown look. We're going to play in the greens, play in the blues that are here, and just, play with this a little bit and see how, I just feel that this is a little more disjointed in its color palette. The cohesion of the looks is going to be a little bit challenging, I think. So we'll just have to play with it and see, but I will say that so far, these purple colors are perfection. This lip, holy cow. I just did, I kind of did a deep swipe, but just one swipe and the shimmer on this is so good. Oh my goodness. I might have to look. I just might have to look and see. I mean, I did pick up the darker color, which is Love. I just might have to see. I picked up the two colors I thought I'd be most attracted to. So I might just have to look. So that is today's beauty story. Remember that every piece of makeup in your collection serves a purpose, and together they create a beauty story. So be intentional, have fun, be bold, enjoy playing, and create a beauty story you will love. I will see you tomorrow.